There once was a wealthy merchant who possessed a magical gift. He could understand the language of animals. However, there was a catch. If he ever revealed this secret to anyone, he would die instantly. In his stables, he kept a bull for plowing the fields and a donkey used for light carrying. One evening, the merchant overheard the bull complaining to the donkey. "You live a life of luxury. You are groomed, fed fine hay, and your only job is to carry the master occasionally. Meanwhile, I am yoked from dawn till dusk, prodded with a goad, and forced to toil in the mud." The donkey, feeling charitable and wanting to show off his cleverness, gave the bull some advice. "My friend, here is what you do. When the plowman brings your fodder tonight, don't eat it. When he comes to lead you to the field tomorrow, lie down, moan, and pretend to be deathly ill. If you look weak enough, the master will let you rest." The bull was overjoyed. That night, he refused his food. The next morning, he collapsed and groaned. The plowman, worried the bull was dying, reported it to the merchant. The merchant, knowing exactly what the donkey had done, decided to teach him a lesson. He told the plowman, "Since the bull is sick, take the donkey and yoke him to the plow. He shall do the bull's work all day." The donkey spent the entire day under the heavy yoke. He was beaten when he slowed down and was forced to plow until his back was raw and his legs trembled. When he finally returned to the stable that night, the bull thanked him profusely. "Your advice was a blessing. I have never felt more rested." The donkey, realizing he had outsmarted himself into a nightmare, replied, "I have some more advice for you. I overheard the master telling the plowman that if the bull doesn't get up tomorrow, he should call the butcher to slaughter him so the meat isn't wasted." Terrified, the bull ate all his fodder and went back to work the next morning with more energy than ever. The merchant watched from the shadows and laughed so hard that his wife began to suspect his secret. Cleverness without wisdom is dangerous. Always be aware of the impact of your actions. Good intentions do not cancel bad consequences. Actions don't end where intentions stop. Interfering in the natural order of things often brings the chaos back onto your own head. And remember, don't give advice driven by ego or envy, and don't try to escape responsibility through deceit, because consequences have a way of circling back. I'd love to hear your take on this story. Don't forget to leave a comment.